We're going to talk about the FA and the Premier League referees, of course, and the scandal. I don't think the referees in this country are very good anyway. The richest league in the world, but somehow we have incompetent referees, and something that they need to get out of in this country is, why do we need to have all English referees? I don't understand that. It's the biggest league in the world in terms of finances. Why does every referee have to be English? I don't like to blame referees. I'm just not a believer in it. I think you should always look at yourself and say, what could I have done better before we talk about the ref? But unfortunately, I can't ignore this. This is a scandal, in my opinion. How can what happened yesterday be allowed to happen in the Premier League, the richest league in football? If we don't win the league this season by 2 points, how is this acceptable? This is cheating in 4K. The majority of you will know this, but I just have to explain it. It is understood that VAR operator Lee Mason, now Lee Mason is a Premier League referee, he's an absolute shambles of a referee. VAR operator Lee Mason had instead focused on a possible offside offence a few seconds earlier. This one here on the left-hand side with the circle, he checked offside on the initial cross. As you can see, they've got one player offside, but the ball doesn't reach him. The guy at the back here, circled, is being played onside by Thomas Partey's arm. Fair enough, he's onside, no problem. Obviously, the ball gets headed up in the air, headed up again. This guy at the back post on the right-hand side picture, he's the one who heads the ball back across. Ramsdale flaps at it. Ivan Toney scores. As we can clearly see, back post, about half of his chest and his arm is offside. Ben White is in front of him. He's clearly offside. Now, Lee Mason, who's from Manchester, by the way, probably got Sean Goater tattooed on his chest. Got the Aguero goal on his back. Lee Mason from Manchester, and we're in a title race with Manchester City. Yeah, that makes sense. Lee Mason doesn't draw the lines. He didn't draw the lines. The lines, people. We didn't get the lines on the pitch. The most expensive league in the world, the richest league in the world, champagne football, Premier League, the creme de la creme. We never got the lines. What kind of foolishness is this? And because he didn't check the lines, he never checked the offside. He decided to just go off his own eyesight, squinted his eyes and go, yeah, looks onside, give the goal. And apparently Howard Webb, who's the head of the Premier League Referees Association, he rings Arsenal and gives them an apology. Is it too late now to say sorry? It's way too late. You just cost us 2 points, bro. The worst thing is, apparently 4 people look at it. So let's say Lee Mason forgets the lines. At what point do one of the other 3 go, oh, do you want to just check the lines, Lee? Like, who was he in that office with? David Silva, Yaya Toure, and Sergio Aguero wearing Manchester City kits. I don't know what kind of day that guy was having, but anyway, I'm sorry, I don't want to waffle on about the ref, but I couldn't help it. Unbelievable. It's a shambles. It's a shambles.